All right, G, C, and D, the most important chords ever on the guitar. Some would argue that A, D, and E are more important, but I will contend that G, C, and D is probably the most important chords you're going to need to know to play a lot of songs. So we're going to work on that. We're going to work on changing between G, C, and D, and I hope you have your guitar, because we're going to learn how to do it with a program called Tux Guitar. You don't need to get the program, where you can just, all you have to do is watch the video and play along with me. So if you're ready and you have your guitar, here we go. Alright, so in this first video, we're going to be just changing from the G to the C chord. Now you guys already know the pattern. The pattern for the G chord, we're playing these strings on the right hand. We're forming the G chord and playing 6, these are the strings, 6, 4, 3, 6, 2, 4. And then when we change to the C chord, we're playing 5, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4. Okay, and that's all we're going to do on the right hand. For the G chord, it's 6. For the C chord, it's 5. Okay? And then everything else stays, these other two fingers all stay the same. Okay, so we should know that already. I'm going to put the camera close looking at my left hand rather than the right hand for doing this. Now, what's important here is when we go to the next measure, we have to have that chord formed, or at least be on that bass string for the C chord. All right? So I want you to not only pay attention to what I'm playing or how I'm playing it, I want you to pay attention to when I'm playing it. Now, we don't have to play this note until a little later on in the measure, this note right here, this C note. So at least get these two fingers down. And see, the G chord and the C chord, if you notice, you want to be making these kind of movements, not like this. You know, like this. You don't want to. You want to go back and forth like these two things are together. Okay, moving at the same time. Because then the only other issue that you have is this finger right here to press down on. Okay, so at least get this down at first, and then go ahead and get that finger down. All right. So in other words, what I'm saying is, you don't have to form the whole C chord right off the bat with this pattern, with the notes we're playing, because we don't play that note until later on in the measure. So you can go like this. See, I put that finger down a little later. Okay. Now, can you put the whole thing down at once? Yes, of course. But if you can't do that quite yet, at least get these two fingers down and try to get these fingers to move back and forth. Now the first thing I want to do is, just before we get into the finger picking, I just want to go ahead and have you get your guitar. Hope you have your guitar with you. So we're just going to strum with our thumb back and forth between G and C. And see, when I strum on the C chord, I'm starting on the 5th string, because that's the root bass note. Bass is always on the bottom of the music. So why don't you try this with me? We're just going to go back and forth, G to C. See how that finger goes a little later? Let's look at this left hand here. I'm going to put my thumb in the right place. All right, let's go to the Tux guitar and we're going to finger pick this pattern. All right, so we are in the Tux guitar program, and you could see that there's a count off here. There's 4 beats. These are beats, 4 beats, downbeats, count offs. And we're at 30 beats per minute. Very slow. In Let's Play Guitars Together and some of the other courses that I taught, we had the click double timed. So we would have 8 notes, 8 clicks in the measure. This has 4 clicks in the measure, this program. This is your tab, this is the notes that we're playing, and these are the chords that we're forming here with our left hand. Pretty self-explanatory. And we're going to play this very, very slow. Here's a fretboard right here, but I wouldn't look at this if you're playing along. Best to look at either the tablature or just the chords if you've got this finger picking pattern down. Okay, so we're going to start it off at 30 beats per minute. It's very slow, but as you know, playing it slow is really important, and it's actually more difficult to do this at a slow speed than a fast speed. So we're just changing from G to C, okay? So here we go. There's a count off. 3, here we go. All right, we're going to speed things up here. Let's go to 40 beats per minute, just a little faster here. And if you're ready, here we go. 2, 3, here we go. Okay, and finally we're going to go a little faster. We're going to go to 50 beats per minute. Here we go. 2, 3, here we go. Okay, so if you have a metronome and you're comfortable with those speeds, go ahead and push the metronome up a little faster than we have it right here to gain some speed. And I hope you're having an okay time with changing the chords. We'll see you in the next video.